First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I don't think you got it, son.
Second and 5 now. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Bravo! Hey, check 24, check 24. 21. Check 3. Space. Check 99, check 99.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ready. Come on. 58. Come on. Bring it. Check 3.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
It's now second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
To throw on second and 6, White. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's White. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds them to just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Switch. He's coming.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ready. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hey, South. Here, man. 20. Small. No.
Hey, seam 6.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman.
Check 52.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
58. White.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Check. Sky, 25 tonight.
Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Check safety. Watch twist. Check. 31.
After the sack on 1st down, Ryan. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man, that's trash. Check. Check 25. Slam.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little...
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Strong. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Aaron Lynch able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It's just me and you. Face. Check nickel. He's checking. Crash. Wide. Get wide. Hey, wide. Check 4. Let's go.
To try again after the sack. Ryan under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You think you won't get this? Jim. Hey, check 24. Hey, South. No. Off. Watch safety creep.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action, here's White. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now White. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Shoot. All right, 25
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill. Hey, 59, ready. Ready to go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
54 Mike. Check the out.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The play fake, now White. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looked like he tried it all there, tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way, dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's White. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check 37. Check 37. Begin. 20.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
6 man. Check curls. Check curls. Check curls. Joker. Kill.
Now Ryan down around the goal line. Going up top. And got his man complete. The 30. The 20. 10. 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 95 yards. So after about as long a play as humanly possible without scoring, here's 1st and goal. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
21. Bring it up.
Now Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front. Carlson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Falcons 28, Dolphins 7. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. White looks to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's White. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now White, off play action. A dump down to McKinnon. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this 1st half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go. Check. 54, right there. 54, Mike. 58. Check.
Hey, exit.
Check. You go tight.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. 18 yards to pick up there.
To number 17. A pickup of 18 yards brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a 2nd guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready. Back 25. Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Watch 54. I got one. Kill.
On first down, Ryan. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ryan in the offense with a first and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And Freeman lost the football. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Back 25. 54 Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check. Fresno. 11. Check.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Hey, white.
Hey, Delta.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Mike's 50.
Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next.